Good day to all our viewers. 안녕하세요. I'm Rigoberto Di Banta Jr., a GKS undergrad alumni from 2009. I will try to give some tips on how you can ace your interview in your application for the GKS undergraduate program or GKS-U. Let's look first at the application process and where the applicants are required to undertake interviews. For both the embassy and university track, all applicants for the GKS-U will be required to undertake an oral interview at the first round with either the university or the embassy, as well as the second round with the National Institute for International Education, or NIED. Both rounds, you may or may not have similar questions, but it will most probably heavily rely on your submitted application documents and how you present yourself. Be prepared for the interview to be conducted in English. During the interview, you will most probably be asked to introduce yourself and why you're applying for the scholarship. Let's try to discuss each of those questions. For the self-introduction, you need to be able to make your answer relevant to the application, mindful that the next question will most probably be why you're applying for the scholarship. You don't want to duplicate your answers. You can start by greeting the panel, stating your name, your academic background, and perhaps some achievements, both academic and in co- and extracurricular activities. And also talk about your interests and hobbies should they be relevant to the application. If you have Korean language proficiency, you can also show that off. Be humble yet firm about your potential. I remember that I mentioned my experiences in scouting and leadership roles at school to portray my ability to be adaptive and be resilient. The ability to adapt is important not only because you will be studying in a foreign environment, but you must also be able to show your ability to thrive, even at a young age. Next is about why you're applying for the scholarship. First, you can mention about why you're choosing to study your undergraduate degree in Korea and not in the Philippines or other countries where the language of instruction is English. To this, you can possibly raise the good quality of education and learning environment in Korea and the prospects post-graduation. At this point, you can also discuss about the university and major that you plan to apply for and the specific reasons why you want to apply for that university or major. Again, the reasons should be specific, so you need to do your research. The objective is to impress. Try avoiding vague and broad language. You can also mention about your interest in Korean culture, including popular culture, but please make sure that it has connection with your application. You may also be asked about your plans after studying, whether it is going back to the Philippines to share your knowledge, staying in Korea to hone your skills further to advance education or professional experience, or if the plan is to go to another country. There should be a rationale behind it that will justify why the Korean government shall invest in you. Acting as a bridge between the Philippines and Korea after studying should also be part of your objectives in applying for the scholarship. Finally, to close, here are some general tips that you may find useful to ace your interview. First, be yourself and make yourself comfortable. The last thing you want to happen is not to be able to express yourself well because of answers that you are trying to say to please the panel rather than becoming yourself. The answers must be concise, impactful, and mindful. Avoid giving vague and general answers. Show your ability to adapt and be resilient. You are applying for an undergraduate degree and you will be spending your formative years in a foreign land, should you be accepted in the scholarship. You should show that even at a young age, you are driven and have potential. Finally, do not forget that to study documents that you have submitted so that your answers in the oral interview also matches. I was about to graduate high school and already gotten and signified my intent to enroll in the university I wanted to go to in the Philippines when I heard about the results for the GKS-U application back in 2009. And I was told that I needed to fly to Korea in less than 2 weeks. What I thought was going to be only 5 years lasted more than double that, and now I'm pursuing another dream. I wish applicants all the best in your application, and may you find your stay in Korea meaningful and life-changing, as I did. Wishing you all the best.